All right, a lot of the Memorial Day ceremony starting around either like between 11 and 1 this afternoon.
No rain.
Yes.
Get out there.
I said
news.
that kind of confidently, didn't I?
Yeah.
We'll
Take it.
right about
We'll
that.
believe you. Put our trust in you, Brandon.
Well, yesterday was real wet. You know, I mean, it didn't rain all day, but most everybody got some rain, some of it heavy. And I think today's going to be a break. We're starting off in the 60s, and the west side cooler than the east side. You can see that West Plains is still hanging out at 68, 64 at Mountain Home. It doesn't get dramatically cooler to the west, but it is several degrees cooler. The cold spot, if you want to call it that, this morning is Rogers, Arkansas at 60. By the way, I'll just mention this in passing here. Beaver Lake is up to almost 1129. That's the elevation of the water above sea level, and typically at 1130, that's full, and they start letting water out of it. Table Rock is up a few inches here in the last 24 hours. So we're still watching our lakes down here. There was some rain yesterday, I think 1.5 inches over there at Beaver Lake. We may get a break in it today and then more tonight, but we'll get to that here in a second. Look at the glass on Bull Shoals this morning. And this is from Sugarloaf Harbor Marina down there on Bull Shoals Lake, looking down there to the south. It's a pretty calm morning overall and should be a very nice day for the most part. There could be an isolated storm. Most of us aren't going to see anything, though, until later this evening. 61 in Springfield, just using Bull Shoals as the backdrop here. South wind at 10, and the barometer is currently rising. Now, as far as the rest of the day goes, I think we're going to get warmer today simply because we're going to have more sunshine than we did yesterday. Joplin only got to 68 yesterday, so this will be a nice improvement. Springfield, 67 at 9 o'clock. I still think we're going to have a good deal of cloud cover around, but now that the sun is kind of brightening the sky, sunrise hasn't happened quite yet, but yeah, it's actually looking pretty good out there. 74 at noon, and we're going to do about 80. Some of you will get a little warmer than that. Really, it depends on how much sun we get. But honestly, I think other than an isolated storm somewhere, we're going to stay dry through much of the day. Here's why. Watch the twist here. This is water vapor. It gives us a real good handle on what's going on in the middle and upper atmosphere, both in terms of moisture and those little disturbances we like to watch. Drier air for now spreading across the region, which will keep us fairly storm-free. But alas, here comes the next one. See that little twist coming down there in western Texas. Now, that is likely going to kind of turn a corner here. Here's the computer model, and you notice that it kind of brings it northeast. Out ahead of it, storms are going to erupt again. It's just a matter of timing. And I think it'll be in the Ozarks probably by 6 or 7 o'clock or so. And then the storm threat may kind of move on for a while. But this, as long as we have sort of a west-southwest flow in the middle atmosphere, those little ripples will be a potential, and you'll see that reflected in the 7-day forecast. All right, here's the high-res futurecast. As we go through the day, again, I think we're going to stay mostly dry today. There may be an isolated shower or storm as we go through the afternoon. I think the model's typically a little overdone on that idea, but down here to the southwest, that's what we're going to be watching, and that will push in here by later on in the evening. So high temps today, around 80 degrees. It could get a little warmer than that for some of you. The rain chance pretty slim until about 6 o'clock tonight. Again, we'll be watching it then. Those storms could last into early tonight, lows in the 60s. And remember I told you that these little ripples that are coming through, hard to time. We just know the pattern is set for them. So just about a daily chance for scattered storms and a high near 80.